They said you wouldn't make it. But look at you now. You're still standing. Still breathing. Still trying. You think that's by accident. This video is for the one who's felt abandoned, forgotten, or stuck. For the person who's been praying for answers but only hears silence. For the one who keeps asking, God, why me? And wonders if he's still even there. You didn't click on this by chance. You're here because deep down, you still have hope, even if it's just a tiny spark. And I'm here to tell you, God didn't bring you this far just to drop you. Let's talk about why you feel stuck, what's actually going on in your life, and why this moment, yes, this hard, uncomfortable, lonely moment, might be the turning point you've been waiting for. See, we all love the part of the story where everything works out. Where the prayers are answered, the miracle happens, the breakthrough comes. But nobody wants to sit in the middle. That middle part. It's ugly. It's confusing. It's silent. That's the wilderness. And guess what? Every single person God used in a big way, he first led them through that wilderness. Moses wandered for 40 years. Joseph was thrown into a pit by his own brothers. David was anointed king, and then spent years hiding in caves. Jesus himself, after being baptized, was led into the desert for 40 days. So what makes you think your delay is a denial? What makes you think your pain is punishment? You're not being left behind, you're being prepared. But I get it. You're tired. You've been trying to keep the faith, but you're running low. You've been doing everything right, praying, staying positive, working hard, and yet things still haven't changed. Maybe you even feel like giving up. But listen, if you're still breathing, God's not done. This valley you're in, it's not your final address. It's just part of the journey. You might feel lost, but heaven knows exactly where you are. God didn't bring you through every storm, heartbreak, and sleepless night just to abandon you now. He's not that kind of God. He's not flaky. He's not like people who promise they'll stay and disappear when things get tough. God is faithful, even when we're not. Let me ask you something. How many times have you made it through things you thought would break you? Remember that time you didn't know how you were going to pay rent, but somehow, you did. Remember that heartbreak you thought you'd never recover from, but now you can talk about it without tearing up. Remember that time you felt completely alone, and then out of nowhere, someone checked in on you. Those weren't coincidences. That was God. Even in the silence, even in the pain, even when it felt like he was far away, he was carrying you. Quietly, patiently, like a father watching his child take their first steps. He wasn't absent. He was just building your strength. But here's the real challenge. What do you do when God goes silent? This is where most people give up. This is where doubt creeps in. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe God doesn't care. Maybe this is just my life now. Stop. That's not the truth. That's fear talking. That's the enemy trying to convince you to walk away, right before the breakthrough. See, the teacher is always silent during the test. And you, my friend, are in the middle of one of the most important tests of your life. Not to break you, but to build you. God wants to know, can you trust me, even when you can't trace me? Can you believe, even when you don't see? Because faith isn't proven on the mountaintop, it's forged in the valley. I know it hurts. I know you're exhausted. But this moment right here, it's not the end. It's not even close. You're being stretched, not destroyed. You're being shaped, not punished. You're being prepared, not forgotten. Do you think David felt ready when he faced Goliath? Do you think Joseph understood his purpose when he was locked in a dungeon? Do you think Esther felt confident when she stepped into the king's court, risking her life? No. They were scared. They doubted. But they showed up anyway. And because of that, they were used for something greater than themselves. Now here's your moment. Your crossroads. You can let this season define you, or refine you. You can sit in the dark and wait for someone to turn the light on, or you can remember that the light is already inside you. You might not have the answers. You might not have the strength. But if you still have breath in your lungs, you still have purpose. So don't quit. Don't give up on God just because it's hard. Don't walk away now just because you don't see the results yet. Faith means trusting that the seeds you planted in tears will grow into something beautiful, even if you don't see the harvest yet. What you're going through isn't random. It's not meaningless. It's not some cruel twist of fate. It's preparation. It's process. And on the other side of this, there's a version of you that's stronger, wiser, more grounded, and deeply aware that you didn't get there on your own. So yes, you've been through hell. But you didn't stay there. Yes, you've cried yourself to sleep. But you still woke up. Yes, you had moments of doubt. But something in you kept going. That's faith. Not the pretty, perfect kind. Not the one you post about online. But the real kind. The kind that fights through tears. The kind that keeps walking with scraped knees. The kind that says, I don't know how, but I trust you. That's what God sees. That's what He honors. Not perfection, but persistence. Not performance, but presence. All He wants is your heart. Not your resume. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to keep showing up. One more step. One more prayer. One more day. Because the breakthrough is coming. And when it is, it'll make sense. You'll look back on this season, the nights you almost quit, the days you felt invisible, the prayers that went unanswered, and you'll realize, He was there the whole time. Every setback was setting you up. Every no was leading to a better yes. Every closed door was protection. Every delay was divine. So today, don't lose hope. Don't let the silence fool you. Don't mistake the process for punishment. God didn't bring you this far to leave you. He brought you this far to build something unstoppable in you. He brought you this far because there's still work to do. He brought you this far because your story isn't over. It's just getting good. So get up, wipe your tears, straighten your crown. You were never meant to quit here. God's not done, and neither are you. Watch this next video. You need to hear what's coming next.